Alright, so I have a special video for you guys today. For those of you who, the very few that are subscribed to my channel, you know about my review that I did on the Revolt II Balisong. As you can see, it's in pretty rough shape, but keep in mind it's been used for about 2.5 years. I wanted to do an update video on it, because I wanted to show people actually how much of a diamond in the rough this is for a CCC knife. It's, for example, back in the old video I did 2.5 years ago, it was I believe $18 that I got it off of Knife Kingdom. I don't know if you can find it there anymore or not. I don't know if you can find these at all. But if you do have the option of buying one of these, let me first start by saying definitely get it. If you have the option to get it and it's in decent shape, it is one of the best knives, the best CCC, cheap China crap, cheap China copy, whatever you want it to be, that you can get. It is an excellent knife. And yeah, keep in mind, this has served me for about 2.5 years. Actually, a week prior to making this video is when it finally started to fail on me. On this, there used to be a third screw right here, underneath these two, and that fell out. And the problem is that where that screw goes, there's a little bolt here, and it screws into there, so the handles would move freely. So I kind of did just a quick fix and added these little rubber bands here. Basically, that keeps it together. I mean, it does it well enough that it stays together. I also added another rubber band here to make a kind of a makeshift latch gate. I know people use O-rings, but I didn't have any O-rings to do it with. The rubber band just works fine. And it does help with the lockup, which did loosen up. A little while ago it loosened up. And so it wouldn't stay locked in my pocket, which got really annoying. So this helps with the lockup. It's not going anywhere now. Same with opening. And so actually, see, it doesn't go, it locks kind of when it's open, but I don't really know why you need to lock it when it's open anyway. So yeah, it's a good knife. I mean, most CCCs I've had, the other ones I've had, have fallen completely apart or just snapped in half, within 1 to 3 weeks. They just didn't cut it. They weren't any good. And I'm just glad I found this one when I did, because, the shapes on the handles are great. The weight of it's great. It's about 5.6 ounces, which is a good medium weight. So I'm very good with this weight. I'm happy with the weight. I have tried my brother's 51 with Flytanium scales. It's a bit too light for me. I know, yeah, I'm probably going to get some hate for that, But, yeah, it's a great knife and all. It's just too light. I can't flip it well. Just because I'm so used to using this. I've been using this for 2.5 years. I'm not that good at many tricks, but, like there's the helix. But yeah, it's a good weight. It's an excellent knife. The construction is obviously pretty good, as evidenced by this. The handles are still in decent shape. Obviously there's chipping of the paint around where the latch is at and stuff like that. The blade is pretty rough, but that's because the blade has been heavily used. This has actually been a just general use knife for me as well. Not only just a flipper, but because it's cheap, I don't mind ruining the blade. I don't really know where you could find another one, because they all seem to be out of stock everywhere. But I mean, if you can find one, yeah, they're great knives, especially if you can get one in good shape. But yeah, I just love this knife. The tang pins are still in good shape. You probably can't really see with the camera, but they're a little smashed, but they're not like some of the other knives out there. Like I hear the Balisong 4 I hear the tame pins on that easily smash very quickly, like within a couple weeks. There's also other knives that are, you know, supposedly good. One of the, well, one is a very controversial knife, the Exiled Cutlery FU42. I would not get that. Do not get it. It's actually a cheap China copy that's prettied up, and then sold for several times the amount of money he actually paid for it. Very bad business ethic. You know, obviously you're screwing people over doing that. Yeah, and I know the tame pins on that, they smash up really fast. You can check out Cutlery Lover's video on that. He had a Damascus one, flipped it for a couple weeks, and the tame pins were basically square. Obviously not very good construction. So, you know, I just wanted to do this update video to show people that, you know, maybe have the chance of picking one of these up, that it is a good knife. I prefer flipping this over my brother's 51. Again, I'm probably going to get some hate for that, but, you know, whatever. My brother also has a 67. I really like the 67, but I'm scared to flip it because that blade is evil. That blade is very, very sharp and really, really heavy. So yeah, I mean, not all CCCs are bad, and definitely not all CCCs are created equal, because this one is actually very good. I would totally advise going for it if you have the chance to get it. If you find it in stock somewhere, you know, go for it. There's one word of warning though. My brother did get one. He got a Revolt II, and the one that he got didn't have these markings on the blade here. Just like the first production run and, you know, Cobra USA. Obviously it's Chinese, it's not US made. Let me grab the phone. But yeah, you can see these marks. If you don't see those marks on it, what he got was really just bad. The handles were really tight. It was even heavier, you know, even to an uncomfortable weight. It flipped like crap and it fell apart super fast. So the version without these markings, where the blade is just black or just silver, it's crap. Don't get that. But, you know, I mean, 2.5 years. I mean, when I bought this thing, I was expecting a few weeks of use out of it, and I am truly amazed. You know, whoever, well, obviously Cobra, they really outdid themselves with this. For an $18 knife, it is just phenomenal. If I were to, you know, somehow be able to tell myself back then when I made that review that this thing would last for 2.5 years, I would not believe it. You know, I'd probably say I'm lying. But it's, yeah, I mean, it's an excellent knife. I love it. It's just honestly a big surprise. I mean, it's a good knife. It does what it does well. And, I messed that up, but regardless, you know, so anyway, that's my update video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, you know, and yeah, if you have any questions, go down in the comments. I'll try to answer them as they come in, you know. So yeah, that's all I got for that. Thank you guys for watching, and subscribe if you're interested at all. I am probably going to be doing a few more reviews on a couple Benchmade fakes that are coming in, and I'm going to do an in-depth review. I'm not going to do these other YouTubers that I see do them. They just go over kind of the shallow points. I'm going to be going over everything on the knife. I'm going to show you what you're getting and why or why not you should get it. So, hope you guys enjoy. Anyway, see you guys later, and maybe another video coming up hopefully soon. Bye, guys.